permission of our Shaykh, we may speak a couple of words. Only with his permission that we may say something that is going to benefit us. Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, either say something that is going to benefit you and others, or else keep silent. I prefer to keep silent. But because order has been given for me to say something, then we may say, inshallah, only with the permission and the blessings of our shaykhs, according to these teachings coming down from the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Dustur. So, you are saying, knowing that things are bad and knowing things are going to get worse. Also knowing that Mahdi alayhi salam is going to come. How do we stop feeling what? Bad? And how do we maintain hope? So I'm asking you, hope for what? If we are hoping that everything will go back to normal, if we are hoping that it's very bad now because of these things, and we're hoping that in the future we're going to have more better life. In this world, that is a wrong hope. What should a believer hope for? Unbelievers hope for something. Should not be the same thing as what the believers are hoping for. Hypocrites, they hope for something. Should not be the same as what the believers hope for. What do we hope for? Are the believers here for this dunya? Dajjal or not Dajjal? Mahdi or not Mahdi coming? Alayhi salam. Are we for this dunya? The believer hopes for what? Are we made for this dunya? Does the believer hope to continue for this dunya? No. But we are in this dunya now, and the believers are looking. The believers must look. Believers are not those ones who hide themselves in an ivory tower, they're saying, and just reading books and just making dua and just making a zikr and not knowing what is happening in this world, not knowing what kind of evil is happening in this world, and not knowing what is our place in this world to respond to this. Now religion has become that, especially tariqat has become that. Don't get involved in anything. Since when? Since Prophet ﷺ? Did Prophet ﷺ come to say, no, don't get involved in anything, just sit and pray and have unconditional love? Very big words now. Everyone is talking about unconditional love. Who is saying this? Which ayat is saying this? Which ayat? Which holy book? Let's not stick to just Kitab. Which holy book? 104 books, 4 major books, 100 suhuf. Where it's saying there must be unconditional love. Allah is showing unconditional love. Prophet is showing unconditional love. That we must show unconditional love. Where? Which prophet is saying this? Which companion is saying this? Which awliya is saying this? Not self-declared awliyas these days. Because the awliya Allah, they will not deviate from what the prophets and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put down. Are there conditions to believe or no? There's conditions to believe. So there's no conditions to love? As far as I check, love is not in Iman, Ihsan, and Islam. if there are conditions to love, if there are conditions to faith, conditions to Iman, and conditions to Islam, there must be conditions to love too. Nobody understands what the word conditions mean, and they don't understand what that love means. All they do is to take from cliched words here and there and string them up together, wear the right clothes and say the right things, and people will applaud. They say, we love this kind of Islam. Allah has put conditions. The Prophet has put conditions. You cannot behave like a wild animal and say, but you say you must love me unconditionally, so I'll get off from whatever responsibility that my actions and my thoughts and my deeds, they have produced. So we must run away from all those kinds of wrong thinking. Now the believers, and we're trying to be believers. What is our hope for this world? Are we looking for hope in this world? No. Like I said, whether Dajjal is coming or not, he is here, by the way. Whether Mahdi alayhi salam is coming or not, soon. Does a believer have any hope for this world? No. He does not have hope for this world. And the believer now, if you're looking and you're understanding things that is happening in this world, what is your hope? If you say, my hope is just for me to live life comfortably, in the pursuit of happiness. Again, it's not coming from ayat, or coming from, it's just coming from somewhere that you take. So now you are thinking what? What are you trying to do now? What is the believer? What is he looking at? Say right now in this world now. The believer knows everything and watching everything that is happening in this world. What does he hope for? He should not hope for comfort and just happiness for himself. That is wrong. That is very selfish. So what do you hope for? Let me ask you. We're trying to be. What is it that we're hoping for in this world right now? Say. No. What do you hope for? That's very selfish too. You see, even believers don't know what to hope for. I'm saying, you are saying this world is very evil, this world is very dark, knowing things are coming. And I'm saying, okay, you're looking at all these things, and you say things are going to get worse. So what are you hoping for? Oh, subhanallah. Finally we wake up. What is Mahdi alayhi salam coming to give us? 40 wives. For us to have mansions. For us to have karamat. That means you have no idea, no heart. You have no feelings for what is happening to your own brothers, your own sisters here in this world right now. Thinking selfishly inside of tariqat. Isn't there cruelty in this world? Unprecedented? Isn't there absolute tyranny already in this world? So nobody is interested in that. You're only interested in your own selfish things. If that is your aim, if you're saying everything in this world right now, everything is messed up, and innocent people, they are suffering, your heart must move to say, Ya Rabbi. That's what we're praying for every day, isn't it? Mahdi alayhi salam to come for what? To give us new hope, big luxurious cars, nice houses, nice wives. What? To bring justice back into this world, to end all this tyranny. That is our prayer. Are you hoping for that? Are you praying for that? Really, are you being sincere? If you're being sincere, if you're really being sincere, and you're saying, I have this plan, I have these feelings, I have this intention also for this dunya, things are going to get worse. And I'm praying that Mahdi alayhi salam comes. If he comes, we know everything is going to be over. My plans, it's very good. Because my life means nothing if it's not for Allah. Inna salati wa nuhsuki wa mahyaya wa mamati lillahi rabbil alamin. My life and my death, my worship and everything must be for the sake of Allah. Isn't that what believers are supposed to believe in? Things are going to get worse and worse and worse, knowing that things must be complete darkness before the light appears. Mahdi alayhi salam is going to come to finish all this darkness. Then you really believe. When you believe that, you say, my life can end tomorrow. Test yourself. I have plans. Everything will end tomorrow. Can you take it or not? Are you whether you can take it or not, if it ends tomorrow, it's game over anyway. But you yourself, are you putting yourself in that situation, in that mindset? Who is thinking of death? If you're thinking of death seriously, then that time you're going to say, what does it matter? What I hope for in this world. Allah's will has to come. And He wills for tyranny to end and justice to reestablish according to the way of the prophets. Not justice according to the way of mankind. Not justice according to our ego, according to dunya, or conventions, or ideologies, or regimes. You understand? A way, justice coming down again in the way of the prophets. Are we living for that? We must. We're believers, we must. Everything else is not necessary. If you start thinking that way, maybe you'll be, how they say, simpatico with Mahdi alayhi salam. Same wavelength maybe, because he's coming to end the tyranny and to pull us out from this mess anyway. Then that time you're going to see the mess because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter too much to you. They're going to stop this, it doesn't matter, because that is the end goal. And if we start understanding that and holding on tightly to that, we will be, inshallah rahman, on that list. You cannot believe in Mahdi alayhi salam and have love for him and ask him to come back, to come, if you're not understanding and believing in Dajjal. Believing in Dajjal meaning that we're living in a completely evil world that has been ruled by the Antichrist already. I see so many people talking about Dajjal this and Mahdi alayhi salam this. But I think your lifestyle, your ideas, the way you live, the way you carry yourself, it's like there is no Dajjal. The way you talk is like this world is filled with love. You know who talks like that? Dajjal is going to talk like that. He's going to say everything is unconditional, no conditions, no shariat, no shariat, no tariqat, no religion, no nothing, no rules, free love. That is exactly what Dajjal is going to bring. Shariat is condition, isn't it? Be careful, because there are so many in sheep's clothing. They look very nice, but they're wolves. Look for those ones who look rough, who look like wolves, but inside they are sheep, leading people to safety, not more to the fire. We're holding on to our share. Inshallah Rahman, that time, it doesn't matter what is happening. We're holding on tightly, and we know what our intention, what our goal is. where we want to go. You understand? May Allah forgive me and bless you. Al-Fatiha.